posting
No, we're live. We're live now. We are definitely live. I don't know. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So we're a little bit there going, what? Huh?
Well, it's because we're having some Facebook technical difficulties.
Oh, it's all right. It's all
Facebook
working.
has decided to change the times on all of our events. Now, I can understand the one on the CEC.
Right,
because I made all those events and the time changed, and they've put it ahead an hour. So they said that Circle started at 8 o'clock instead of 7. Hello. I get that
Good
one.
morning, Aaron. Good morning. Good morning.
But on the awareness shops page,
I don't know. They got nuts.
they made it noon till 3.
What?
And I can't get it to change. I've gone in and changed it. I don't know how many times. This morning.
Our morning show is noon till 3.
No. The circle that's 7 to 9.
Huh?
The circle that's 7 to 9. Hello, Shelley. The circle that's 7 to 9 is now noon to 3. So I changed it again, and now it says noon till 8, and I can't get it to.
So apparently we've probably torn a hole in the
Denise.
time-space continuum or something, and we're now having to put up with that.
Right.
So good morning, welcome to the morning show. Yes, it's almost 11 o'clock, so which means it's time for Elevensies.
That's why I was just chatting a little
We're
bit.
chatting.
Before
We're
11,
chatting.
yeah.
It's a little bit of a
Hello,
pre-show show. A pre-show show.
Pre-show show. No, it's just the perils of Facebook. You're at the mercy of them. They do what they want. But yeah, so it changed. I get that it changed the church's event an hour forward when the clocks went forward.
Right,
so that's
right.
till 8 o'clock, and I could fix that.
I know Zoom did the same thing for me. They bounced
But
the time
noon
forward.
to 3 on the awareness shops page, and I
What are
fixed
you
it,
gonna do?
and now it says noon till 8. Well, an 8-hour circle, I think everybody would be ecstatically exhausted.
No! We're going to chant for 8 hours. Yes, no, that'll
Right.
work.
Anyway,
Hello.
I believe it's
11, so we
It's
should probably
Elevensies.
So we should probably start our good morning. Welcome to Elevensies with Lisa and Anton. And I'm Anton. Good morning, Carol. Good morning, Aaron. Like, comment, subscribe on YouTube. We're working hard to grow more subscribers. We are, and you guys can help. So that's.
all right.
Oh, the UK still hasn't done daylight savings. It's so bizarre. That may be it then.
I don't
Because
know.
if we're
It's very
working
weird.
across time zones, they expect this until everybody winds up on the same thing. Eh?
Noon till 8?
No.
I'm just saying.
Unless we move to Murmansk or somewhere like that. I don't know what the hell's going on here, but it's all very strange. Good morning, Wendy. Good
All
morning,
right,
good morning, good morning.
since it is,
It's Monday, which
Monday,
means it's
it's
Magickal Moon-days.
so we had some really cool astrological events.
Wasn't it just?
Over
Wasn't
the
it
weekend.
just, if you
Yeah.
think about it? I mean, for those of you that looked up, you may have noticed that half of the moon's face was illuminated.
Right, it was
Something called first quarter.
right.
which is
So
very
the
bizarre.
moon was half dark and half light in balance,
And this occurred exactly at the equinox.
where day and night are exactly in balance.
Equinox equal night. See?
Equal night, equal
You know,
day.
that's like one of those. Because I was looking at things, I was thinking, wouldn't it be really, serendipitous? I don't even know how to put that into English. It would be truly a moment of serendipity if it just coincided. And you know what? It did.
It did, and there's
absolutely
something
did.
even more interesting.
What's that?
Right. All right. So the new moon that happened was in Aries.
Yes.
Right. And when the new moon is in Aries, that's very close to the equinox. It's the one before the equinox this year. It was just before the equinox.
The new moon?
The new moon, the Aries new moon.
I thought we were still in the sign before that. I don't think we've had it yet.
Oh, we haven't.
Not the new moon. I thought we were still in the last new moon.
It was Pisces.
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
I think they will all be the next new moon.
We're going to do all cardinals. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just not
Right.
going to go in
So-
kind of the right order,
okay.
if you know what I mean.
Well, I don't have a paper to show you, but I was going to say that we're moving through the cardinal signs, and it's interesting when you look, the moon's phases will move through cardinal, fixed, and mutable.
That's fascinating.
So the half moon, right?
Yes.
The first quarter, which
First
looks
quarter,
like half and half,
yeah, where it's
was
waxing is first quarter.
in
yeah.
Cancer.
Right.
Which is kind of an as above, so below when you think about the the 69, which is really the moons chasing each other. But you have this, again, light and dark.
Mm-hmm.
And then the full moon that's coming is going to be Libra, the next cardinal sign.
Yes.
Right? And that is going to also be the equal balance sun on the horizon. So it's a great time to kind of let yourself shift from the dark into the light. A great time to kind of be hopeful and look forward to the new year. And, this is where the saying April Fools come from.
Oh, right.
Aries would be the spring equinox. Aries would be the start of the new year until they
hadn't received the memo that
so they were April Fools.
The Romans had changed the start of the year to January. So people who kind of makes sense though. Really, when we've got to the point where the light overcomes the darkness, which is
allergies today.
Oh, bless you.
Oh.
Well,
It's sunny.
It's everything goes nuts now when the pollen starts coming in.
Good
morning, Shannon. Good morning. And Erin says, "Yep, nailed it. Had to find balance last night. Blair, test of mental growth."
Yes.
We were talking about mental growth amongst ourselves last night. Oddly enough.
Yes, we were.
We were.
But it is. It's time now to take on the challenge of breaking the shell. Right. All the seeds that have been kind of in there, knowing what they're going to be.
Right. Now is the time for growth.
Have been waiting to kind of now put down some roots and shoots. And that's, if we want to follow our lives along with the cycle of nature, then this is a great time to kind of figure out where you're going to plant your root and where you're going to shoot forward. Obviously, we're going to do it in the digital world.
Well, trying. If things cooperate, sometimes they don't. Sometimes it's a challenge, but it's all good.
We're putting a lot of our energy into Facebook Lives, and I'm sure this week you're going to see a lot of box openings.
Oh God, we've got a ton of stuff on the way in. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know where she's going to put it all. It's getting crazy. We need a bigger store, but we could never leave that.
No, I can fit more than that.
So yeah, coming back to purportedly our subject, which is Magickal Moon-days. When we teach our Craft of the Wise course, one of our favourite ones is about the magical moon. It really is.
It's about this thick.
So it's 4 hours of serious download there. That's what I'm saying in this particular class. But it's interesting that the moon phases, the 8 phases of the moon, mirror the Sabbats on the wheel of the year.
They do.
And because the moon mirrors the sun anyway, you've got that incredible mirroring. And so
you would see the new moon as Yule or Alban Arthan.
You absolutely could. But here's the thing, when you get to first quarter,
it's Ostara.
It's Ostara or Alban Isla, which is where we just have. And it's where, it's growing. The light is overcoming the darkness, but right now we're in balance, and half of the moon's face is lit. It's called first quarter because it's gone quarter of a way around its journey. Halfway it goes to full moon. Well, it's called first
quarter as well because we only see 1 quarter lit. The dark side of the moon is still there.
There is no dark side of the moon. We've talked about this before.
Right, but I'm just trying to make that understood. That the moon is a sphere and you're only seeing 1/4 of a wedge. That's why it's called first quarter.
Well, yeah. It's
you see half of it.
It's done 1/4 of its arc as well. So that's the fun part. But it's fantastic when things match up perfectly like that.
Yeah, kind of cool. And I think it's a good omen for this year.
Yeah, I think so. I think certainly I've been feeling very much like a renewed hope. And I think that's a good thing. We see there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that it's been hard. Damn, it's been hard for a lot of people.
God, so much loss and pain.
Can't even begin to express the anguish and suffering that so many have gone through. And we just thank our ancestors and our gods that we're still here. Yama Ohit. Yeah. And it's good, and we thank you for that too.
But also, whoever did survive, now kind of is the time to pick up and work a little towards getting out of that deep, dark space.
Move towards the light.
Move towards the light. So you can still be grieving or stressed or whatever it is, but now try to make your outlook be a little more positive, let the anxiety ground out in that root, and let yourself be able to look forward. Maybe you are going to be missing some people, or again, have to kind of regroup financially, or maybe you learned some very, very deep introspective lessons over the last year, from March to March. But we're certainly, as a whole, in a much better place than we were this time last year.
Oh, I believe so.
The shop was shut down essentially for 16 weeks.
Yeah, it was a weird.
And now it couldn't be any more opposite.
Well,
people are starting to come back out. A lot of people are vaccinated.
Seeing a lot of new people. We're seeing a lot of new people.
People are waking up. They
so.
did some research while they were quiet. They started to think about the moon and the craft
and stuff like that.
We've had so many people say, I want to know about nature, and I want to learn about. I sold so many astrology books because of that lineup in February of all the planets in Aquarius, everything except Mars, because Mars was in Taurus. So now astrology books that kind of collected dust for a while because people couldn't be bothered to deal with that.
Oh, suddenly there's a renewed interest.
Yeah.
There's definitely a renewed interest. Yeah.
So things are going
good.
along.
We love this though, because if we spent as a race, as a collective people, if we spent like 1/10 of the energy we spend being like
paralyzed,
nasty to other people, and like keep off my stuff and all this kind of and we just allowed our minds to be broadened and just looked around in a state of wonder and look, wow, and start to realize how incredible life is. You grow, and the world would be a so much better place when we realize we're all in this together. We are in this together.
Cancer, the moon is in Cancer. And Cancer is fourth house, the house of home, the house of mother, the house of nurturing. The moon is ruled by Cancer. So today would be a fantastic day to nurture yourself.
Absolutely.
So that you can grow forward.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that. Erin's saying, oh my gosh, so my Jupiter is in Aquarius and it's back to its home sign this year, and I'm so happy.
A Jupiter return is a very prosperous time and a great time for growth.
It is.
A Jupiter return. I say that word return because she's saying that Jupiter has come back to the same place it was when she was born. We have Saturn returns, and the one that we recognize most is our solar return, because that's our birthday.
Happy birthday, yes.
Yeah. But yes, this is a great time today, especially yesterday, day before, these 3 days, to really nurture yourself.
Yes.
Plan your growth. Take a step, even if it's a tiny one, and just let yourself start to move into the light.
You poke your head out from the ground. Yes. Out from the ground and into the light.
All right,
and I know it's been tough, and I want to finish up just by saying I know it's been very tough, and everybody's been impacted by this. I think a dear friend of mine who's a doctor said, pretty much everybody knows somebody who's lost somebody or has lost somebody themselves in this pandemic. And it is very tragic and very sad. But, not everything survives the winter. And it's been a long, hard winter. And life must continue for those left alive. So move to the light.
Part of you, it's okay. You lost part of you with them. But
yes.
You wouldn't be honoring them if you
would
just
not.
laid down.
Yeah. So, and we're so stupidly privileged to be able to do this and offer some light and hope and warmth to folks as well. And of course, you picked a great card for the card of the day, didn't you? Communication may be slightly awkward today.
I think that this is...
but this is good, actually.
I think this is letting go of the oppression, right? The nobility is being dethroned here. So for today, I think we have to take all these little drops of light, which are yud, enlightenment.
Yes, they
are.
And
we have to take that light in and let go of the oppression and let go of the things that don't serve us, and let go of somebody else who's trying to wear our crown and wear our own crown.
I have to call him a mentor. I'll hold the card up.
It's your turn.
Oh, I've got to hold the card. Oh, so I have to I've got to hold the card up and speak as well. Gosh, I'm being challenged today.
Multitask.
Whoa, steady now. So yeah, a dear mentor of mine, Skip Nomet Pugh. Loved him. Didn't spend enough time with him. Really didn't. He left us too soon, even though he was 80 something. But he left us way too soon.
We just got him back.
But yeah, he told me this. The meaning of this card is actually the falsehood will collapse under its own weight. And this is kind of so true. It's something that's been built up, and here, swallow this hook, line, and sinker. Now with the coming light, we are able to see that that was nothing but a glamour. It wasn't real. It was a patent untruth and misleading fact, and that will dissipate, and you will see. Yeah, some people topple. There will be some comeuppances, for want of a better word. You'll come a cropper, a comeuppance, but. The end result of this is moving into clarity, moving into illumination, moving into truth and a place of...
You just have to learn how to communicate.
Communication, that's always good. My grandfather would say, hey, you got 2 ears, 1 mouth, use them in that proportion.
Or communication with the self, too.
Mm-hmm. Don't lie to yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Do not lie to yourself.
All right, so enjoy this balanced energy.
It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day.
Plant your seed and let it grow.
And nurture yourself today.
Nurture yourself. Enjoy.
Nourishment, not punishment. Don't kick yourself. Nurture yourself. All right.
Happy Monday.
Happy Moon Day, and it's a magical moon day. So, Sparky High. Oh, Gilda, well, you're just going to have to wind back and watch it again. You have to wind back and watch it. We started 11. I take it your day's getting away from you.
And we might see you later with some box openings. Depends on what gets delivered.
Certainly might. So you've been watching Lisa and Anton, Elevensies with Lisa and Anton. We'd love it if you would like, comment, and subscribe, and please do tell your friends. Share this around all over the place, and we'd be hugely, hugely grateful. Thank you.